Starting the recording because I don't want to forget that.
Yeah.
And streaming.
Okay. All right. So we are now live. Welcome everyone to episode 8 of Dice, Orcs, and Adventures. Real quick, couple of announcements. First announcement is the special Hobbit one-shot that got canceled because some of the people that were playing in it couldn't make it, and when you have 3 people playing and 2 can't make it, it makes it kind of hard. But we are rescheduling that, and that will be posted pretty soon. So again, it's just going to be a fun little one-shot with pretty much completely new players for the One Ring. So if you want to see like how hard it is for someone new to pick up on it, would be super great to watch and be able to see how hard it is to learn. I actually think that's the only announcement that we have. Yep, that's the only
back.
Yes, Nate is back, and as you can see by our beautiful overlay, he is back streaming for us, and everything will work just peachy. Because
and you can see my face awesome. Now.
Yes, we also knock on plastic because that's what's in front of me. Hopefully, we won't have any technical difficulties tonight, but we'll see.
Even say that.
But
it wouldn't be one of our games without technical difficulties.
That's true. That's very true. But so I don't think there's any announcements. So with that, our story begins.
Are we going to play the intro?
He is.
Dark to come the days ahead, and darker still the dreams of men. They need no ships or boats to sail, for from the east the stars shall fail. Then all will be as before, when Morgoth walked, the land be scorned. The mountains and lakes will feel the wrath of all that will come to pass, for Mordor stirs. And they heed her call, until our doom, they are the fall. A light fades from the sea, following the trees to darker ways, heeding not the call for home, walk the earth forevermore. Durin's folk will come to aid, if gold and glitter they will be paid. For the ring holds little sway, yet still one kindred has been lost to darker things that Morgoth brought. Fear thee not, men of West, for a star will come from the mountains' rest. When worm is slain and trade is fair, the hope will come down the river and hold back the tide that will devour.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. So quick recap from last episode. The Fellowship ended up fighting a swarm of bats that came out of a small cave that they had discovered after finding the patrol that they had been sent to investigate why they had not reported back. When Tealia entered the cave, in her normal fashion, being somewhat lighthearted, called out, startling the bats, and 3 fell beasts, which all exited the cave and descended upon the Fellowship. Very quickly after the first round of combat, Lumbel, the elf that they had been helping with this expedition, fell unconscious from being wounded twice. After seeing him fall, Odo decided to stay behind and protect him, which forced the Fellowship not to flee despite being vastly outnumbered, but instead to stay and fight. Shortly after that, Farmon was the next to fall, being swarmed by the bats. The rest of the Fellowship managed to stand despite some of them being wounded, thanks to Issel healing them and giving them numerous effects with her special ability. Meanwhile, Tealia explored the cave, in which she discovered trolls and what appeared to be a small town, village, encampment of trolls. She then came back outside just as Odo was kind of standing up from having been defeated and losing all his endurance in battle. Lumbel wakes up and demands to the group that they finish the quest and not leave, so that way his family's honor can be restored to what it is. Fearing that another fight would lead to complete party wipe, Farmon suggested that they find shelter and found a large Hithkite tree in which they were able to take shelter. So with that, we will begin. In the small dugout area of a fallen Hithkite tree, the company rests after a short but fierce battle with a swarm of bats and fell creatures. Many of them wounded, the pleasant aroma wafts through the air as Tealia cooks at a small fire, hoping to uplift the present gloom that has settled over the heroes after a confrontation with Lumbel, who remains adamant that the quest must go on, even if it means your deaths. Farmon and Odo lean against the dirt wall that serves as protection against any elements that may come for the north. Dunbeorn sits close to Tealia, smelling what the small hobbit is cooking. A little ways off, Lostariel watches as Issel puts her book away that Tealia had given to her from the Blue Wizard and follows Lumbel after announcing to the party that he's going out to scout the area. As you rest, you feel the cool dampness of the earth through your clothing. It feels soothing at first, but as you sit there, you notice stemming from the ground in front of you, several feet off, a small tendril of mist floating up. A few seconds pass, and further away you see more tendrils reaching up several feet like dead fingers before they dissipate. As another minute passes, the mist above the trees, like small ribbons, you notice more mist, slowly poking its way through the high-up leaves. Slowly it descends, and over the next few minutes you watch as more tendrils both descend from the treetops as well as reach up from the ground. They start to intricately form together like a pattern of fine lace. After 3 minutes, the mist obscures all that surrounds you. As another minute passes, the mist thickens, the air damp, causing the fire to become dimmer. Dimmer. As the fog spills over and fills the small ditch you have sought shelter, you feel the dampness of the air cause your clothing to start to cling to you. You can just barely make out the forms of your allies, the details of your own hand lost as you extend it. Then, fighting for its life, the fire flickers and goes out. That is where we will begin.
So wait, this mist came down from the trees and started to envelop us?
Down from the trees and up from the ground, and has now pretty much enveloped the whole area as far as you can see.
Can we hear anything?
Oh,
you can make an awareness to see what you're able to
Is it like muting all the sounds of the forest, essentially? I will do the check, but yeah, that was more my question.
I kind of want to do an awareness check too, just to see what's going on. But yeah, well, I guess I don't have to because Quill sees everything.
Yeah,
or actually, Lostariel sees everything.
So, Lostariel, you with your heightened senses from your ancestry are still able to pick up faintly what sounds like the footsteps of your comrades that have left, both Lumbel and Issel. Other than that, you can't hear very much. Everything that you do hear is very, very faint, as though actually being several hundred feet away.
Wait. So are we not together in the group?
Issel has left the group to follow Lumbel.
Okay, but everybody else is here together.
Everyone else is there, yes. So as of right now, you are the only one that can hear. The rest of you can kind of make out shapes and things, but no further than 50 feet. And they're literally just shapes. You can't make out any distinctive feature other than there seems to be something right there.
Okay, I run over to the fire where it used to be.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
How's the food?
It doesn't.
I was cooking.
You were. It like the fire slowly was dampened, almost suffocated by the mist. So it's still kind of steaming and it is still cooking because of the heat from the pan. That hasn't necessarily yet cooled.
Okay. How done is the food? Can we eat now? Because I feel like that would be a good idea rather than waiting till later.
I believe you actually passed your cooking roll, so the food would be. I mean, I don't know really what you were cooking, so.
I was stir frying.
Yeah, it might be
that wing. There are plenty of them all around.
Bat wing nachos.
Yes.
It would definitely. It would. It's cooked, but probably not to perfection. Still good enough that you can eat it and enjoy it, though.
Okay, I stuff some in my mouth and run to the nearest shadow with some plates of food.
Okay, the nearest shadow would be both Farmon and Odo.
Okay, guys, I don't know what this is. We could be fighting. We could not be fighting. Here's some food. Also food. Bat wings. Also, I brought some gorgonzola over. I thought it would be a good compliment, you know. But and I run back.
Everyone knows that bat pairs well with gorgonzola. I wish we could have a nice wine with it. What would you recommend?
maybe that Mirrorvore that you have.
Oh yeah, well, I don't want to waste that.
Dave.
Yes.
So Odo and Farmon are sitting sort of near the entrance to their little dugout.
Yeah, I mean the tree kind of extends like the length, and the ditch runs along it, so it's rather wide opening. I would say maybe about 18 feet. Like it's quite big.
Okay. Well, Farmon's a fairly well-traveled guy. Can I attempt a lore test to determine if this is some natural phenomenon
If
there's something sinister?
You may.
What do your human eyes see, Farmon?
Yikes. Oh yeah, I'm weary. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh damn.
You look around, and to you it appears to be fog. And while it seems strange the way that it slowly started to creep up out of the ground and down from the trees, you can't sense any sinister presence to it. With that, everyone needs to make a fear check. Except Issel.
Is that wisdom?
Valor? That would be valor.
Oh. Valor? Oh my. Well, I'm good. I'm good with that.
Why?
Oh my.
No.
We'll see.
Please let the expert do this.
Yay! I passed.
I don't want to talk about this.
Hey, what attribute is attached to Valor?
Valor, I believe the attribute attached is heart.
It's heart.
It's heart, yeah, heart.
I'm gonna hope that Valor test up.
I think I will as well.
Okay, which means that the only person that does not pass is Tealia.
I don't want to talk about it.
With the highest Valor rating.
Well, hey, what's your heart? What's your heart?
It's really good. I'm just not going to spend the point. I just want to watch and see
Use
what
a fellowship point.
Nope.
Okay.
You want to be afraid?
Okay.
Tealia likes playing with fire.
As you sit there, you hear, "Warriors, I seek your aid." Everyone roll insight.
What kind of voice is
it?
It is it's speaking in common. Like, what do you mean, what kind of voice is it?
Like, is it female, male?
Male.
Is it low,
Male.
high?
It's low, like-
Hoarse? What's the timbre?
It's low. Like
A low male voice.
Warriors,
But
yes.
if you had to compare it to a celebrity, is this like
Kim
Samuel
Kardashian?
Jackson?
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Morgan
I love
Freeman.
that voice. Is this? Wait, it's evening, right? Because we camped
No.
for the night. No,
No, you camped for the day.
for the day.
Yep. Farmon, I really hate you. I just want to say that.
I had a sudden flash of insight. Don't worry, guys. I know some stuff.
Oh hey, that's really good. That's way better than mine.
Wow, that
Jeez.
is good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Farmon, this is what you know. It is a tolerance of 3.
Okay.
The voice and the words hold the accent of one from the east. Though perhaps, and you can only get this because you've spoken to both soldiers and some others in the town, perhaps well educated. He's most likely very powerful, as the means he is speaking to you with is magical. And because of that, he most likely values wisdom over valor.
What sorcery is this? Okay.
For real,
So-
like what the hell is this?
That is your insight. He then addresses you and says, "Warriors, I need your help."
Farmon looks at Odo and at the others. Can we see each other? Or are we still just sort of lost in the fog?
You
I
can
think-
see Odo. Everyone else is kind of like just a dark shape.
I thought it was Dunbeorn, or Odo was.
Odo's next to Farmon. Dunbeorn's next to Tealia.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I was confused.
Tealia is frantically trying to feed people.
Yep. She has a bat wing in her mouth.
Okay.
And what do you say?
If anyone,
Farmon just looked at Odo.
Odo
Yeah,
looks
I'm-
back at Farmon into his piercing eyes.
And they
All
start furiously making out.
Hey, that's Farmbeorn.
so okay. Farmon will introduce himself to the disembodied stranger. Let's just go with a standard courtesy. Not very courteous today. He's a little freaked out by the disembodied voice.
Oh, sorry. Question: was it insight for the encounter?
Yes.
Okay. just
Only
checking.
one of you passed.
Okay. Just checking, make sure that what that was for.
So Farmon, you have a dice. You have an extra dice that you can use.
I should have 2 because it was a great success, was it not?
Yes. Sorry, I'm looking at it now. You have 2. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm going to go ahead and use both of my other dice. So 7, 8. So that would be a success.
Wait, let me count.
I assume. Bad to assume, guys.
15?
No, wait. No, it's not. It's a 13
13?
because I'm still weary.
I thought I'd already subtracted
You have a
that.
7. You have a 7 plus 8. Oh, plus 8. That does not pass.
Wait, 7 plus 8 doesn't pass, or 7 plus 6 doesn't pass?
7 plus 8 doesn't pass.
Okay, would
Choose a fellowship point. Do it. Just do it.
would 18 pass?
18 would just barely pass.
With a great success.
What the hell is this?
Definitely going to spend that point, and Farmon's going to take several long moments to collect himself as he considers his careful response.
I'm sorry, but what is this? What kind of magical creature is like trying to get in touch with us? Is this a Balrog?
Oh,
Obviously.
So Farmon will speak out from the mouth of their shelter and say, You seem to know something of us, and I'm afraid you have us at a disadvantage in that respect, for we cannot see you, nor do we know anything of your nature. But I am Farmon. I'm a man of the West in these parts. Show yourself, or let us know to whom we speak.
You
Dave, can we hear
show
each other?
great. What?
Can we hear each other?
Yes, you can hear each other.
Okay. Sorry.
Can we hear the voice too?
Yes, you can hear the voice. All of you can hear
Okay.
the voice.
Okay.
It responds, "You show great wisdom, Farmon of the West. You may call me Yumruk. I cannot show you my physical form because I am many miles away from here, but I have been studying your movements. And I find now, as you are at the base of the mountain, that perhaps we could become allies."
Okay. So Farmon considers again, and then offers, that may be so, but for us to hold any pact or alliance together, we should share some end, some goal, and we still
and also
know.
some bat wings. And holds them up.
Tealia, I don't think we can give them.
Roll an introduction, Tealia.
He was a vegetarian. Oh, what have I done?
Oh my God! Why?
You can't assume
Why?
that type of thing when you meet new people. I keep forgetting that.
Oh shit!
What is your heart, Tealia?
It's 3 sizes too small. It's also 6. I'll hope it. I'll hope it up.
Okay,
Oh,
so you call out, offering the bat wings, and he just kind of, yes, you are the one that I heard about, wandering the caves.
Dunbeorn is going to shout out, like, who are you? Where are you? And he's got his axe ready because he's kind of freaked out by this.
Okay, roll introduction.
I guess would that be awe? Just because I'm
Yeah, you can.
Oh jeez.
Oh.
Look
Wow.
at that. Look at that. All right.
He responds, "I am many miles away down the river. However, I have eyes everywhere, and I am able to watch what happens under the forest. By now, you must know that the Avari are not all that they seem."
I thought that.
What do you mean?
Do they not seem strange?
No stranger than this land in itself seems to we from a distant land. You speak in riddles still. Please, say plainly what you mean. There's no need, if you seek a pact with us, to lead us on such a chase of wits. I'm gonna roll persuade and try to get him to actually talk talk plainly with us. I failed, guys. I did real bad.
Damn.
It's all good.
I need to stop talking while I'm weary.
Yeah, for real.
I am Odo, Thane of the Bjornings. Speak plainly. What is it that you truly seek?
Roll your introduction, Odo.
Lostariel does not want to talk to this thing.
I'll spend a pope to make that a 19.
Okay.
Oh my god, why? Why the eyes?
Because we're not having enough fun yet. That's why.
You sense a direction, and he says, "Odo, son of Thane." Misinterpreting you as saying like that's your descendant.
Okay.
Which gives you insight. He doesn't quite comprehend it.
Wait, what did he say?
Odo introduced himself, giving his title, and the guy misinterpreted that as like his descendant. Like that's his
son
like-
is Thane?
Yeah. I believe. Or did I say it wrong? It's Thane, right?
Thane.
Ancestor.
Yeah.
Oh, ancestor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, what it basically, it gives you insight, one, that he doesn't understand, and two, that's probably not a term used in the East. A title used in the East. He continues on and he says, "The Avari are not to be trusted. I desire to unstabilize the power that they have in Tyndall Delumar. They are an oppressive force that must be dealt with."
This is out of character, but back the hell up. What?
I can give you information you seek. I can give you power, allies. Surely we can both benefit. You can help me with the Avari, and I can help you in whatever quest has brought you from the west.
Lostariel steps forward. Did he say real quick where he was from? Did anyone ask him that? And do you dwell here, who are so focused on this land and this people?
Roll your introduction.
I don't want to. I don't have anything good. I'll just I guess. Oh God!
Something great is going to happen this session. I just have a feeling.
It's already happening. This guy is probably Sauron, just trying to mess with us.
Did Dave say 7 trolls? I think he meant 20.
You feel more or less a presence, like, kind of shift to you, and did you say your name? I don't think you did.
I didn't.
You didn't. I dwell in the east. This is the land I call my home.
East,
While-
as in east of here, or
While you may be asking, do I dwell in and under Tindo Telumar? I do not.
then what interest do you have in this place, and the Avari specifically?
The elves are reclusive and often to the hindrance of the other races, not to mention the threat that they give to those who wish to prosper around them.
So this is like an anti-isolationist mist, is what I'm hearing.
Yes and no. I will remind you, you guys have failed 3 times, so as far as him being convinced to give you any information, that will not happen. You can continue a dialogue with him, but you will no longer be able to, like, other than get bits and pieces, he won't flat out answer something from here on out.
When did we fail him 3 times? Was that the
Introduction.
Eyes.
Yep.
Oh.
Well,
Okay. Shit.
And then Issel is just frolicking in the
in
mountains.
the mist.
Just nothing's wrong here, guys.
So he has addressed Lostariel, saying basically they are reclusive, they're oppressive, and anyone that wants to thrive cannot do so while they are around.
But why?
But gave no reasons why.
Yeah. What evidence do you have for that? I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know much about the Avari, of course, but I don't see them going outside of their realm very often. I wouldn't see why they would have any kind of... why they would interfere with anybody else's prosperity.
I cannot speak too clearly, as I have not been there myself. However, I know that during this time of year, something dark happens.
Lumbel, what do you have to say about this?
He's not here.
Why is
Lumbel-
that?
here.
Lumbel is with his Zell.
Oh my gosh, I
It's,
totally spaced out.
They're making out.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, they're not-
I
they're
see
not
how
make-
it is.
they're
And
not
all that
making out.
training, and then bonding in
God.
combat, and it's like...
Oh.
All that talk about her being so old.
Oh my god.
Experience.
It sounds
I
like
want
Okay.
to throw out there,
Cougar.
Arwen was way older than Aragorn.
That is a very good point. The cougarness is already canon, so.
That's true. That's true.
So
And Lutheran
So-
Baron.
So what was the last thing that the guy said?
he said that he's never been there, but he knows that during this time, a darkness comes.
He's never been to this forest?
Yes.
Come on, man. This is.
This whole situation just took a very distinct turn towards the folk horror genre.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like talk to him and be like, if you've never been here, then how do you know that bad things happen here?
You watch, and the air in front of you shimmers and like changes colors, and then like goes back to the normal mist. And he says,
Kind of like that, yes, kind of like that.
yes, he says, I have my ways. As I said before, my eyes are everywhere. While I have not personally been there, I have been able to see through those who follow me and those who remain loyal. The city of Minas Theronmil is well guarded.
What is your name? What do your followers call you?
Yumruk.
Oh, that's right. He already said that.
Young Rook.
Yum, 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 yum.
He's yummy.
I don't want to do anything with this guy.
He's
Farmon
giving
says-
us no reason to.
Right.
I do not trust anything that I can't see.
Okay, well, I'm not going to metagame. I'm just going to do this. Lostariel turns to Farmon, who is the only one who had a successful interaction with this guy, and says, what do you make of this? Does anyone have any idea what Yumrock... Could anyone do any lore? Is that a thing that we could do? Like lore tests?
Lucky Cell would be the one.
Sure.
Zell, but she...
Hey, we can all try. You can always try. You
Okay,
never know
I'll
when-
say, has anyone heard of this Yumrock?
Let me think.
And I will also roll lore.
No. Good job.
Hey, you did it! I don't have to roll because you know.
Well, if anyone knows, I'm gonna know.
That's
Wow.
an epic feet. That's the best. you
Yeah.
can do.
Okay.
Wait, really? Do I
Yes.
get like all three of the things for that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Your mind searches back in everything that you have heard, everything that has happened so far since you have entered the continent of Rune, and you very vaguely remember a conversation when you were in negotiating the price for the children. and the name was just barely spoken by one of the guards between each other as they were guarding the two of you, or I'm sorry, the group, when Issel and Dunbeorn went away. And Yumruk is the name of the person that rules their area.
You mean Burrs?
Not Burrs, but
Like
like
Burrs,
the whole
the region that Burrs is
the whole region of Ganaga. Farmon had heard that the ruler of Ganaga was visiting one of the cities, and that Lostariel, you two haven't connected this, but Lostariel, you heard them whispering about Yumruk coming. So you would know that he's ruler of.
Okay.
And let's also remember this Burrs is loyal to Kamul.
Right.
So
right.
So
I'm turning to Farmon and I say, I think I've heard that name before. When I was in the Proficient's house, one of the guards mentioned Yumruk. It's the ruler of the land, perhaps?
And then it finally clicks in Farmon's head and internal screaming happens.
I wish no more dealings with this.
I agree. His interest in the Avari is unsavory.
And his interest in bat wings even less.
What say you?
We're all like, I look around to everybody and it's like looking for everyone to confirm.
I don't care. I'm gonna shout, "Get out!"
Oh, okay.
You have given us no
decision.
reasons. You've given us no facts. I don't think we have business.
Fake news! Yumruk is fake news!
Okay, I wasn't gonna go there, but okay.
A poor choice on your part. We will see how this plays out for you and your comrades.
More like a poor choice for you.
Everyone roll corruption. Roll a corruption test.
Oh God, what have I done? Is it
wisdom, right?
Oh, it's
wisdom TN 18.
Oh shit!
I will spend a point of hope.
Me too. I was so close.
Andrew, who failed his fear test, cannot spend hope to up this up.
Oh my God!
You take 3 shadow.
Ooh.
Dang.
Well, now we're definitely not fighting trolls.
Farmon, you as well take 3 shadow.
Yeah, I got
Just to let you know, Dave, I am above.
I know.
Don't roll an eye. Don't roll an eye. Don't roll an eye.
Wait, you're above. You're above what? Your total hope? Oh shit!
Don't roll an eye. Don't roll an eye. Don't roll an eye. Don't roll an eye.
Dave, has the mist abated? Has Yunruk left us be?
You immediately feel this crushing presence, and it kind of fades. It feels as though you're tainted. For those of you who have, it feels almost like the evil when you were back in Morgallo, when you were traveling there. That presence, you feel it momentarily, and then it leaves, but the mist remains.
So
We should well know more in this forest.
But his presence is gone.
As far as you can tell. Meanwhile, Lumbel and Issel are walking in the forest.
Why did you do that?
Oodaloo, golly, what a day.
Why did I?
When suddenly you watch as behind you, your comrades disappear as this mist starts to form. All around you, everything starts to just become pillars and shadows as the mist slowly thickens until finally only you and Lumbel, who is just a few feet from you, are able to see each other. Go ahead and make a Valor test.
Oh dear. Okay. TN 14.
TN 14.
I would
if you
like.
fail, you cannot spend hope for this whole encounter.
Yeah, I'd like to use some hope. I'm going to
Okay.
hope it.
Okay. All right. Lumbel turns and he looks at you strangely and he says, I sense something.
What is it?
Do you feel it, Issel? And like his hand starts shaking as he talks to you, and suddenly you hear,
My children. My children, I need your help.
1 second, I'm kind of just freaking out because of the voice makes me really happy. Sorry. Just because I love that voice, because always. Okay. Who's there?
Well, my child, I suppose you would not know me yet. I am the patron goddess of the Avari. Lumbel, it is well to see you.
he kind of like just kind of like drops to his knees, his hand shaking, and he's like, I am not worthy.
I get down on one knee too, just to be like, this is really happening.
My children, you need not bow and cower before me, for even though you may not be worthy yet, I think there is something you could do that could make you worthy. You see, you could help me with something.
How could we help you, my lady?
There's an evil nearby that, well, I could dispatch of it on my own, but I think perhaps having the two of you dispatch of it would bring you, well, great benefit.
Lumbel kind of says, speak. I will do whatever you command.
There is a place not far from here that I will show you, and there is an evil there that must be dealt with, for if you deal with this evil, all of this sense of loneliness and not belonging, well, I can remedy that.
I have a number you can call.
Issel, my dear, I sense that you are afraid.
My lady, I worry that the two of us won't be able to do what you wish.
I can offer you aid.
I apologize.
As the patron goddess, you are not the only ones who I could ask for help, but I sense that in asking you, the job will be accomplished well, provided that I give you the resources you need.
Of course, my lady. Would it be all right if the rest of my companions join us on this mission, or must it just be the two of us?
Ah, I see that you are very connected with your party. They are,
my lady,
most charming, from what I have seen. For as soon as you have entered my realm, I have been watching you. Most intrigued. It is not usual to see a member of the elven kindred take on human children, but yet your compassion is striking.
Issel's just like hardcore blushing, like, oh snap.
As this happens, Lumbel manages to work up the courage and he speaks. What of me? I do not have enough honor to come before your presence, especially before the festival.
Ah, yes, the festival. Should you accomplish this by the festival, you would have a much higher rank in our society. We would restore the honor of your family that was once lost. And you, Issel, perhaps there are secrets which you desire to learn, things about the Avari that have been long lost to your kindred. I could reveal these to you.
My lady, I would be foolish to not accept any assistance from you, as well as completing this challenge.
You carry the blade of the Avari well.
I appreciate it.
I feel like Issel's like meeting a celebrity. parties. I've never even heard of before.
She's trying so hard to be cool, but she doesn't know what's going on.
The enemy you will face, it is going to be most difficult for you to accomplish anything against them. You see, Yumruk has been a thorn in my side for many years. He's gathered strength slowly over time, but of late it has been most difficult. Most difficult to watch without doing anything.
Does that name sound familiar to me, Dave?
It does. Actually, you can go ahead and make a lore check to see if it does.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I haven't rolled it yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoa. Yes, it does. Thank you.
See? Whoa.
Wow.
Damn.
Unfortunately, the TN was 35.
Yeah, sorry about it.
Oh, come on.
So you barely, like, it's the same situation. You heard his name mentioned, but it wasn't like anything that would connect him as being anything special. You have heard his name mentioned, though.
It seems that you are trying to recall him, are you not?
I am, my lady.
You have encountered his minions before, even if you have not encountered him. Think back on these last few days. What have you seen?
The mini bats and the felled beast.
Indeed. Indeed, they are part of his hand, along with trolls. Perhaps you've seen those as well.
I have not yet, but my companion has.
Ah, that is why they are in your memory.
Yes, my lady.
Should you accomplish this task, or at least attempt it, I can provide you aid along the way. And along with that, you will learn much of our ways.
I'm sure my companions and I would be honored to take on this mission, my lady.
Lumbel, still like bowing down, says, "What is the task that you would have us do?"
You will find him, and you will dispatch of him.
That sounds like a very large task, but I feel as if my friends and I can do our best, my lady.
Indeed you can, for should you require aid, all you need to do is call out to the goddess, and I will provide you aid.
Of course.
Ask her name.
Well,
What's her name?
did she say it earlier? I thought she
No.
said it earlier. Okay.
No.
And what name might we call you by, my lady? We don't want to offend.
They have called me the goddess for so long that my name seems so inconsequential. I suppose you could simply call me Melania.
Of course, my lady. We will call you if help is needed.
I will be watching.
With that, you feel the presence that was there leave. Make a corruption test.
Oh, dear Jesus.
What?
Oh,
Why?
no.
Why did you have to make a corruption test? I thought it was a good thing.
Internal screaming.
It was all lies. It was
I
all
know, I'm so scared. At TN18 too?
TN 14.
Thank Jesus Christ.
Oh, you can hope that up.
I'm gonna hope that up yet
You
again.
can use a fellowship point if you want.
Yes, fellowship point.
Okay.
Fellowship point.
Thank you.
As the presence leaves, Lumbel, like still shaking, says, "Issel, we have been blessed.
We truly have.
Surely now, even if we do not complete the original task, or surely your comrades would want to help now that I don't even dare say her name, but now that Milania, now that she is willing to help us."
You are correct in that sense. But there was one of the reasons why I wanted to walk out here, Lumbel.
What is it?
And I'm gonna pull out my book, and I'm gonna show him a page and a half of what I've been reading recently about something.
What is this? Where did you get this? And he like takes it out of your hands and like holds it.
I am like, please be gentle. It is a present from a dear friend, and I would hate for anything to happen to it.
What are these notes? What is this? And like he starts, he keeps his thumb in it, but he starts like flipping through it, and like I don't understand. It's written in such a strange way. What is it? And he goes back to the page.
It is a tomb from a wise man many millennia ago. But I wanted to ask if you've ever seen this plant, if you've seen it recently, or the flowers from it.
He takes a moment and he looks over it and he's able to decipher the writing. And he says,
positive.
This is my first time really coming to these mountains, but I do know that it tends to grow in this general area, but we would have to climb quite high in order to find anything. It would take us at least a day, but it is the time that this plant would bloom. Perhaps since we have my goddess's blessing, that now we could look for it, since your companions will be compelled to help.
Let's hope they are. I was trying to find this plant to help us feel more better than what we are, to cure whoever's weary or lost in strength, to help them be able to fight what's needed. I felt like it was more important now than ever, but I suppose going back to the group would be the best.
Yes. Do you remember the way?
Yes.
Make an explore check.
Okay. We get lost.
You wander, you confidently say, yes, you know the way, and you start wandering around. It takes you about an hour and a half before you finally are able to find enough landmarks in this thick mist, the best that you can, and manage to see small, what appear to be shapes underneath what is a fallen tree, the only one that you've seen, and you realize that you have arrived back at the group.
Lostariel? Odo? Farmon? Tealia?
Is that you?
Issel.
Yes.
Issel?
Hello. Why, you were all a sight for sore eyes. We were lost for quite some time.
I have a quick question, Dave. Is the mist still around us?
The mists are still there.
Okay.
The mists.
As he joins you, Loombell kind of looks around at everyone and says, I did not expect for this to happen. But we have good news. I apologize again for how I acted earlier. You see, ever since my family fell into disgrace, my sister has tried all that she could to earn our good name again, and she tried so much to get me this quest, hoping that we would restore our honor. And the thought of failing just, it drove me. I apologize, but we have good news. Despite the fact that the mists have already come, we have heard from the goddess of the Avari. Issel, tell your friends what she shared.
She shared that there was this man, a very strong man, further in the east, who must be taken down. He is by the name of Umruk. He is the leader of this region, and he's what brought all those bats together, and the felled beasts and the trolls, to try and take down the Avari.
We had an interesting encounter when you've been gone.
Interesting is not the word that I would use.
Well, we dealt with, I don't know what you can even call it. A ghost?
Did you talk to the goddess as well?
It wasn't a goddess.
It was Yamruk, according to the voice.
Well, kind of a ghostly thing. It's hard to explain.
Mystifying, really.
He was trying to pin us against the Avari.
Yes, he said all these things about the Avari being oppressive and keeping people from prospering in the area, kind of thing. But then he said, I've never been there.
As you say that, you can see Loombell kind of reaches for his sword and his hand just tightens on it, though he's still just kind of like a hazy shape to you because of the distance. You notice the motion, and he says, it is freedom that the Avari hold highest. Freedom from everything. It's why we don't concern ourselves with the affairs of men and simply seek after that what we can gain ourselves. Who is this man? Who is this specter that spoke to you in the mist?
We told him to get out.
I just said who it was.
Oh.
Yamruk. Yamruk.
I see. And clearly he is at work, and it is a good thing that... And he turns to Issel and says that our goddess spoke to us.
The goddess asked us to assist, to take him down, and that she will provide assistance if needed.
I don't understand. What do you mean by goddess?
She is the patron goddess of the Avari.
I've never heard of such a concept before.
Is it?
We don't have such a thing in the lands where I come from.
What is it that you do there, Lostariel?
What do we do?
Yes, if you do not have a patron goddess or a god that you worship.
Well, we have a party tree, and sometimes all the hobbits gathered together, and do there. If that's what you mean.
It's fascinating. And that
is such a cold, fascinating response.
Yeah.
And that's
from an anthropological perspective.
You are but you are not an elf, and no offense meant, young one. I wonder what the Rendir do if they do not have a patron god that they serve and live for.
I do not understand the concept of which you speak. There are powers that we look to for guidance, but worship? I think not.
They are the Valar, are they not? I have heard of them in the tales.
Why would these guys know? Okay.
Well, you have to remember the Valar gathered, right? The Valar gathered those.
Where?
That's part of
yeah, but they
way back.
So they refuse the call, but they worship them.
No, he knows of the Valar. You can keep probing if you want.
I think the implication is that this goddess is no Valar.
Right. Has she told you then that she is of that number?
No, we would never want to be part of them. They are oppressive, always wishing for those to follow the plan and to do as they see fit.
Lestariel's just gonna be like, fuck! Wait. You just said, I'm losing my accent. Did you not just say that your goddess, you served her and followed her and did everything she wanted you to do, and yet the Valar, who really ask very little, I mean, they invited all the elves to come to Valinor, however long ago that was. My parents answered the call and stopped as far as Mirkwood and stayed with the Sindar, but you had the freedom of that choice, so I'm confused a little bit about your philosophy.
Tales that we are told at the Feast of Light is that the Valar seek for all to follow the song of creation, and that they move things about as they see fit for it. Is that...
I can't keep doing this because I'm gonna get into like me arguing about the book. So I'm just gonna say, well, it sounds like we have some extreme personal differences. So what is the name of this goddess?
We often do not refer to her by name, but she has said that we may call her... Sorry. You're going to have to say that. Sorry, my wife is...
Say it, however.
She said Melania.
Melania.
Interesting.
By the way, hi, Dave's wife. Okay, she probably can't hear me, but hi.
She can, she's listening.
I'm listening.
I love you. Hey.
Hi, Olivia.
Love you.
So, Quill, does it seem Lostariel is done with this debate?
Well, I just think me personally, Quill, is gonna start arguing about like the concept of how everything like fate and chance and Uru's plan works.
So
the Valar are actually, obviously they're just agents of Uru. They're not. They have no choice in the way that the song goes. They're just agents of unfolding the plan. They can't change it. They're not trying to mold anybody to it. So I just think that.
So you would
brush that all away.
You would, so because of a trait that you have, you would know that, obviously.
My trait?
Yeah, you have, I believe you have Elven lore?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so you would know all that. What is coming across is that what he is told is definitely not that. He has been told something. And you actually see, as you're talking to him, you see him, like, questioning, like...
It sounds like a lot of propaganda, for sure.
Yeah, that's
I'm not going to say that the Valar don't have flaws. Like, they definitely have
that
some
would be
issues.
what it comes across. Whatever story of the Valar he has been told, it is not the same as what all your kindred and everyone else has been told.
And Melania is not considered a Valar.
No.
Farmon, is there something you wanted to say?
Just whenever things seem like they're coming to the head, Farmon is going to interject. By standing and saying, there are many men in the East who worship the shadow gathering there as a god. I think it's time we leave this forest.
What about the trolls? Did Issel tell us about everything that Melania said?
Yes.
Didn't Melania charge them with a quest? And I don't believe Issel can walk away from that. Would you leave her to
Dave
her?
is over here just using my silly choices against me yet again.
Yes, baby.
Regret everything.
Come on.
Okay.
Well, I
The
don't
Void
know.
Boy has arrived.
I don't know about these god or goddesses. All I know is we're in rough shape. And we need some rest either way before we really do anything. Which comes to my mind. Lostariel, do you have any of that elven drink?
I do. I have much of it.
I think it would maybe serve the party well if...
I agree. And she
Yeah.
takes it out and passes it to Hoda. She isn't covetous.
I still have the bat wings. And I
Take a
give
hit.
some to the elves.
Farmon. Farmon.
Yes, Odo.
You should drink some too.
I should too, probably, right? I was wounded.
Farmon will accept and drink.
Be weary no more.
Yeah, you
What does
just
this drink
take a
do?
swig. You just take one sip.
You regain basic heart plus a success die worth of endurance. More than one sip a day and the person becomes miserable.
Oh god.
Wow. Okay. So this is like
Just one sip, please.
okay. Is there enough for me too? Because I'm kind of low on endurance.
Yeah, there's tons. Everyone can have a
Okay,
sip.
I'll just have a sip then. What is it again? It's like
It's your basic heart plus a success die.
D6.
So everybody should roll that.
Okay.
Wait, basic heart?
Yes.
Hey, I get
Is that a
10.
divergence from the book?
That's what it says in
Yes.
my text.
Yes, it's a divergence from the book.
Okay.
I knew that you might be in a situation.
I
So never let it be said the DM does not love you guys.
Wait, what is it normally?
Favored? Heart?
So wouldn't
Oh,
it
it's
be
favored heart? Well,
Yeah.
then yeah, let it be favored.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I'll replace
Oh,
that.
well then I'm completely topped off again. I'm good.
Me too.
Hey, Dave, can I roll to eliminate shadow here? This is my cooking.
Because you have to roll for cooking first and see if it's success.
I thought you said that.
Oh,
her
it
cooking
was
good.
successful.
Yeah.
Was
But I
successful.
haven't rolled for cooking though.
Oh.
You asked me what I was doing after last episode.
Roll for cooking then. Sorry, I thought
So I could be giving up food that's awful.
you could.
I'm giving up food that's awful.
No, don't do it. Take it. Flash a point.
Yeah, fellowship.
Just use a fellowship point for that. It's
Sure,
not.
I'll use a fellowship point to help us up.
All right. With that 6, you will heal 2 shadow points.
I'm good, guys.
Just can't spend any hope.
That's basically it.
All right. So Lumbal kind of sits down and he says, "So, what is it that we are going to do? Will you help me?" Issel has already given her word that she will see this through.
What is it that you want us to do exactly? Fight the trolls?
That is what she has asked. That we take care of whatever this Yumruk is doing. And
This is his deed?
I'm sorry, what was that?
This is his deed? This evil in this area is done by Yumruk?
Yes, that is what she said.
I am in favor of uprooting it, but I will defer to the decision of the group.
Well, I still think we should have a night's rest before we tackle any trolls.
See why that
Yeah, I mean, not that I've tackled any trolls, because I mean, I haven't tackled any trolls, but I think that would be really hard to do and just a really stupid thing if someone tried it. So maybe we just shouldn't attack the trolls, particularly individually, at all.
And Dunbeorn looks at Tealia and just raises an eyebrow like, what?
What did you do?
Yeah. Oh gosh. Nothing.
Insight check, Tealia.
Tealia. Yeah, I'm gonna insight check too because it's like, this seems a little off.
Opposed. You have to roll persuade, or else they just know.
Oh dear.
Yes.
You both are able to read from what she's saying that this is most likely exactly what she did.
Tealia, what did you do?
Well, I guess we might not have quite the element of surprise now, will we, Tealia?
Sorry, I'm running back upstairs.
I mean, look, to be fair, look, if she did... God. I think you need to mute the mic because it's just...
No. I love watching Andrew running around is awesome.
I love how Tealia gets found out and the next thing we see is Andrew running.
It's completely in character. She's like running around like, no, don't catch me.
My
Uh-oh.
Andrew? What?
Andrew!
Did he go away?
We lost Andrew's voice. Oh, wait. There you are.
No, my...
Oh my god, why?
No, we lost you.
Why is this happening? It was fine before.
Go back downstairs.
Go back downstairs.
Okay. Hello. Anything?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. What was happening?
They just found out that you had indeed done something with the trolls and asked you about it. Like
allegedly have done something.
Yeah.
They see right through you.
They both do.
I mean, I was there. I mean, trolls turn to stone in sunlight. I don't know many things, but I know that thing.
That is
true. So I tried to get the troll to come out into the sun, but he also knew that he would turn into stone, so he didn't come. And then we wrestled a little bit, and I was doing really well. And I decided to take it easy on him and leave.
You wrestled a troll?
With my sword.
With your sword. All right.
Still counts.
Well,
okay.
I'm glad to see that you are not eaten by a troll. That's good.
Okay, but here's my question. Do they know about the rest of us?
No.
That's a good thing. We can still do something with that.
Tealia bait could work.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was thinking out loud. Nothing. I'm just thinking.
All right. I think with this, we are going to take our 5-minute break. And we will see everyone back in 5 minutes.
Oh my god. Okay.
We're not. Sound's still on. Sound's still on.
It's fine. Face palming.
And we're back.
Welcome back, everyone. During the stream, we all had tons of fun doing stuff. And so with that, we will begin. The Fellowship is currently in the mist that has surrounded the area of the forest. Issel is away reading her book while the rest of the Fellowship determines what exactly they are going to do after the request of the goddess of the Avari has sent them on a quest to stop Yumrook's allies, which are currently gathering in the cave that Tealia had explored. So, group.
Regrets, guys, regrets.
Everything will be made clear in a few minutes or in a few seconds. It depends.
I'm ready.
Still having a freak out. Okay.
I'm ready.
I want to hear Issel, like, her reactions reading the spider.
Shh. Let the record show that Farmon's position has been we should get out of this forest.
All right, Issel, go ahead.
Lostariel? Lostariel?
What is it?
Come here.
Lostariel comes up behind her and peeks over her shoulder to look at the book. Is that true?
Well,
Roll Lostariel, roll riddle.
I have nothing. Nothing!
Oh, wow.
Oh shit!
Lostariel, dear.
Or drink to your memory. Skull.
Lostariel, dear.
That was perfect.
It says that that when the Avari came here, they were under the impression that a woman and her mother were spider people. Spiders.
The universal sign. What? Wait, can you say that all again?
I'm terrified about. The goddess that I was speaking to.
Supposedly.
Yes. She's a goddess because the Avari believe in her clearly, and she's actually a spider.
Like one of the big spiders we saw. Well, this is dire news.
Do we all hear this conversation?
No, we are being super quiet.
Shadow of Mordor.
Okay.
Do you think this is still known or has been forgotten?
Well,
like, does Dunbeorn know he's worshipping a spider lady?
Don't believe he does.
Does he know he's playing Shadow of War?
Oh God, no!
That's totally what this is. That's what this is.
We do not need Jekshi Shelob. Okay.
It's Shelob.
Do not bring that into this story.
You brought it into this.
Yeah, it has been done.
You
kind of love it, so it's okay. Anyway, my question does still stand.
I don't believe so.
Oh, you don't think he does?
No, I think he believes.
Now I'm, sort of thinking back. The designs on their tunics.
It's the face, the pit.
Okay, so I do think that they do know.
Okay, baby.
What do you want to do about it?
I don't know.
I think we should cut and run.
The metagaming pigeon.
Oh.
I think we should talk to the group first, of course, but not with the Lumbel. Perhaps we can send him out on some kind of scouting mission.
I don't know.
She's falling for the bow.
No, she hasn't.
No, that's not a thing.
She's a strong, independent elf who don't need no man.
No Spider-Man.
Well, that too, but still.
Well,
do I remember how we reacted when he saw those two spiders dead, Dave?
He didn't really seem to react at all. You remember him walking around them and saying that it's unusual for them to attack the road, but it happens sometimes.
Okay.
I mean, he did seem very nonchalant when he arrived, and there were just all those spider bodies lying about. In fact, now I feel like he should have been angrier.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know, there's so many questions and not enough answers. But we should tell the group without Lumbel. I don't want...
Where is Limbo right now, Dave?
He's sitting down. He's underneath this is an 18-foot kind of opening dugout. So you're whispering, like he's with the group, but you two are whispering currently, so he can't really hear you.
So we have to figure out a way to distract him.
I also kind of imagine that, Odo and Dunbeorn and Tealia are talking and Farmon is just there.
Is the mist still going on?
Yes.
Okay, so we can't get him to leave, you say. What if you just passed the book around a little and pointed to the appropriate passages?
I don't know if they will understand. Remember, Tealia tried looking at the book and it was hard for her to...
What if we drew on the pages? Is that not acceptable? All right.
1,000-year-old book. Lostariel does not get to go to a museum.
Lostariel is like
let the fan art commence.
Who runs outside and...
No, she starts drawing a dick butt there.
No, not... I was more thinking we could, do little hieroglyphics trying to communicate what's going on in the text.
I would rather nothing happen to the book. I believe there might be other knowledge of the area as well as...
I didn't mean that we would obscure. It would all be in the margins, of course. Anyway, all right. Why don't we call them over one by one? Hey, Farmon. Can I see you over here for a minute? Are we really gonna act this out like one at a time?
Yes.
As Farming,
let's do it.
As Farming gets up, Lumbel's kind of like watches him walk by.
And Issel's gonna
smile a lot.
Issel's gonna stand up and go over and talk to Lumbel. Hopefully, Lostariel knows what to say.
Yeah. Okay.
What were you gonna say?
You're going to talk to Limbo?
Yeah. Hopefully to...
Oh, right. So this is the deal. Everyone in the Avari worships a spider lady. And they have been for millennia, probably. Some sort of spawn of Ungoliant, if that means anything to you. So the goddess that they spoke to is actually a spider.
Farmon doesn't have an immediate reaction. It's clear that none of these names...
spider? The word spider?
No. Like, Ungoliant means nothing to him.
Well, it's a very large evil spider that has, I guess, corrupted the area. Well, one of her progeny has. And now they're followers of her, and I think they've been spoon-fed quite a bit of propaganda over the years.
That all checks out.
Now, if you could go and switch with somebody else, and I'll tell them.
Farmon walks over to Odo and leans on his shoulder and says, Hey, go talk to Lostariel.
About what? What do you mean?
This is totally not.
The entire time, Iselle's trying to act super chill with Luzbel and using a fair spoken trait and just been real cool.
All right, what are you saying to him?
I just told him
Ask
to go talk to
ask him
Lostariel.
about his history.
Oh no,
or
don't
something.
never mind. I'm gonna shut up now.
It was lovely meeting your goddess. That was a very interesting experience. I've never experienced anything like that.
Yes, she normally doesn't talk, and it's such a sight when you finally behold her. But I have never heard her speak before.
Oh, you've seen her?
Yes, at the Feast of Lights. But I was not able to get very close as obviously my position has me stand towards the back of the gathering.
That's such an honor to at least to see her. That's incredible.
It is all the Avari gather, and at the Feast of Lights.
I didn't ever have a chance to ask you. Can you tell me more about the Feast of Lights?
Yes, make a persuasion.
Okay.
That's not enough to pass.
I know. I'm gonna use hope. I'm gonna bite the bullet because it's more important. I'm gonna hope it up.
I gotta check and make sure. Actually, because it's opposed. Actually, your first roll would have. You don't have to use the hope.
Sweet.
Yes, the Feast of Lights is the day that we celebrate when the light of the two trees was consumed.
Consumed. Like the lights that we see back in your homeland.
No, the lights of the two trees that long ago acted as the lights for the world. We celebrate the day that they were consumed.
This is just getting worse and worse by the minute.
And though there is no real way for us to know when that happened, it is on this day that our goddess said that she came to us, and so we celebrate it by offering sacrifices to her.
Sacrifices?
Yes, it's...
Dave, you fucker.
I'm trying to say Solomon. Quill, you're totally messing my combo.
This is so good.
Why is it just Quill? The rest of us are freaking out here.
Oh, yes, R.I.P. Tarantula.
The children!
Don't worry.
No, that was Heather saying. That was Heather
They
saying.
will be... Oh, okay. Sorry.
We're all just having a collective freak out.
She comes down in such an elegant manner and
Oh my god.
feasts upon the flesh of those who are deemed worthy. It is quite an honor. In fact, if I did not complete this task, I was going to offer myself to try and regain my family's honor.
No, yes, completely offer yourself. We don't give a shit about you anymore.
Please die.
And a honey cake baking competition.
Wait, so this is a private conversation they're having, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
But you notice, like, Iselle's face slowly paling.
I like the idea that, like, he's totally okay with telling all of this stuff. We just haven't asked.
Yes, he really is.
This is normal.
I kind of like to. I like to imagine that Issel is like just visibly sweating and trying to keep a straight smile on.
She is very pale, and you can see Issel is afraid of spiders too, right?
Oh God, hang
Yeah.
on.
Like she's like
This is
almost
fine.
trembling.
I need to find an internal screaming gif. Hang on.
Yeah, Skyler, we need a lot of jokes right now.
Do you want to continue this conversation, Issel?
Yes. So you see, it's your people that are deemed worthy for the goddess.
Well,
Yes, or
normally, yes, but there are times when she is hungrier and we will bring to her suitable sacrifices, but normally it is those who are frail or no longer able to perform their duties that will offer themselves to be deemed worthy in her sight.
that's very interesting. It's so interesting to hear about the two different cultures from my homeland and yours.
Well, I thought that this is how all elves are. My mother and sister shared this with me since I was just a young elf, and now that I am old enough, and he reaches towards his tattoo, and as he rubs it, you're actually able, this is the first time, like now that everything's clicking, that you're actually able to read. It's actually elvish written on it, and it says failure written in like this weird twisted form. He says, I wish to change my mark and perhaps become one of her chosen warriors.
Wait. I just realized I'm not in the conversation.
But I already knew about his name, right?
Yes. You haven't shared that with the group, though.
His name what?
Failure.
His name means failure?
His tattoo.
No.
She said his
Oh.
name.
Oh.
That's why when you were asking the meaning of his name, he was not giving anything.
Because
Well.
it means failure?
Yep.
Oh my God.
This guy needs a therapist. We need to help him see somebody because he needs help.
It's too late.
Has Lostariel told everybody?
It depends. Does anyone actually want to roleplay
Yeah.
them finding out? Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't.
I mean,
I feel
I
like we
haven't
talked
told
for a
anybody.
while.
I mean, like,
Odo makes his way
whoa,
over
whoa,
to
hold up! I didn't go over
Lostariel.
yet. I didn't go
What?
over yet because Farmon just came up to me. He's like, "Yeah, Lostariel wants to
Okay,
talk to you," and
sorry.
I'm kind of like, "Well, you mean she wants to talk to me?" She's never asked that before.
Farmon?
Why didn't she just come and talk to me? I don't like. What? Is this like a secret?
Farmon pats him on the shoulder, lightly, and just says, "Just go, just go. Don't make a big deal out of it. Don't make a scene."
What?
You don't want to defy her. Just do it.
What is going on?
There's only one way to find out.
So yeah, I would be like,
Lostariel is seeing this and she's like,
okay. And he'll walk over and he'll bend down a little bit. Is this supposed to be a secret? You want
Yes.
to talk to me?
yes, and just act cool. But Issel has discovered in her book
Mm-hmm.
that the Avari are actually a big spider cult, and they all worship evil spider ladies.
What? Evil spider ladies.
Yes. Now, if you could send Tealia over, I'd like to tell her
But-
next.
We killed spiders in the forest and...
Yes, it's all very complicated. We don't have much time. Let's turn it around.
Sure.
You can talk to Farmon. He already knows.
Right. Okay. He'll walk over and be like, Tealia, I guess you should go talk to Lostariel. I guess it's your turn.
Limbel isn't noticing this, right? Okay.
Isselle's pulling all the stops, guys. She's like touching his leg.
Yeah, no, he's
So-
lost in conversation with her.
Apparently, and as he says it, he's like, apparently, these elves are like spider fanatics or something.
Spider fanatics.
And Lostariel's going, no.
That's what's
You
happening.
should have asked me to come over.
I was doing it in the order my videos are in.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I guess be sneaky about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can do that. I use the bracelet.
Yes, I was hoping that would lead you to do
Oh
that.
my god.
Yes. Yes.
Why?
I knew that was gonna happen.
Unnecessary.
Oh god.
Right,
Well,
then
okay.
Did not work as well as I thought it would. But
I'm like, I don't know where she went. I can't see her.
hey, Lostariel.
Oh. Hi. And she like puts her hands out and tries to feel for Tealia's head.
Yep, that's my head.
Do I touch it? Okay, I hold it. I'm sure this looks totally normal.
Yeah, you're literally like just grasping
Grabbing
like,
the air, yeah. Like I lean down and whisper in her ear. So, here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
The elves worship spiders. Send Dunbeorn off. With every time she tells it, it gets like a little shorter. Talk amongst yourselves.
Spiders.
Hey, Dunbeorn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes. Okay. Go.
That
He
dude,
pushes.
he's into
Tealia.
spiders.
What?
Like, spiders, like, they freaking love spiders.
You're really weird, Odo.
That's what Lostariel told me.
Lostariel hears this, right? Can
Well,
I
he's
hear
not
this?
speaking out. He's not speaking, like, loud.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of like,
Okay.
hey, like, here's the gossip.
So no one can hear.
Probably done.
Lumbel cannot hear him. No.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Okay.
Like I said, Issel is just laying it on thick. If I ever learned how to flirt, this is me flirting right now.
Like, oh, so you worship spiders? That's really cool. Tell me more. I really
Okay,
like how you
so-
sacrifice yourselves.
So does Tealia come up to me?
Does Tealia go up to Dunbeorn?
Yes. Hey.
What? Tealia, where are you?
I took it off. I took it off talking to Lostariel.
Never mind. I'll yeah. I just gotta like bend down to Tealia and be like, what?
Hey. I'm not really. Just talk to Lostariel. Something
like-
about spiders. They worship spiders. Do you
Okay,
worship something if you like it, or do you like something if you worship it?
I don't know. I'm gonna go talk with her.
'Cause I really
And
like dogs, but I don't worship dogs.
Dunbeorn is just gonna get up and go to Lostariel and kind of like bend down a bit too and be like, what?
I guess I could worship dogs.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Tealia is having a monologue about dogs.
Yes.
So Lostariel says
Dogs do for me.
they're spider elves.
Spider elves. What do you mean?
And she's like, okay, fine. Issel found in her book that this tribe of Avari worship a spider queen.
Is it evil?
Yes. It is the spawn of Ungoliant, if that means anything to you. And the Festival of Light actually celebrates the day that the two trees were consumed by Ungoliant herself. And they sacrifice. No, I didn't know that yet, do I?
No.
I didn't say any of that.
Man, you
You know about the sacrifice.
You know,
I do?
Yeah, you know about
No.
sacrifice.
You know about her eating
The trees, but I don't know about the
Yeah.
sacrificing. Okay,
Yeah.
then I just
Yes.
stop there.
Just the trees.
Grayson?
Does anyone other than the elves know anything about Ungoliant or the two trees?
Probably not, but Lostariel was
You-
just
No,
telling
but
them anyway.
Farmon might because you have enemy lore, I believe.
Farmon does not. Farmon has.
Okay, then no. They are the only ones that would probably know that.
I mean,
wouldn't-
imagine Odo and Dunbeorn would know about big spiders because of their
Yes.
Mirkwood,
lore.
but not Ungoliant.
No.
No.
Okay,
So
so
Lostariel, this is
Definitely
just a
not.
big deal to her, so she's just
So-
telling everybody.
when he tells him about the evil spider queen thing and that they worship it, it's like you can just visibly see that he's like starting to breathe a little bit more heavier, like he's getting really fucking angry.
Now, Lumbel doesn't know that this is a bad thing.
Oh, he's gonna know.
I shouldn't have told him.
So
Look, if you didn't. Okay, look.
I'm looking.
I won't do anything unless you tell me to.
Excellent. I'm sure action will be taken.
all right, Issel, you watch as your companions go back and forth. Lumbel still speaking to you in conversation.
I'm gonna like walk past them and just kind of like throw a really nasty like glance at Lumbel.
I want to
then
imagine. Oh, go ahead.
Then I'll just rejoin with Odo.
Like, no, your walking is also kind of hunched because this is only like a 5-foot ceiling that you're.
Oh
that you're-
wow!
Oh,
But really? All of us?
Oh man, my back
Yeah.
must be killing.
Oh my god! So I guess I'm kneeling down this whole time.
So I guess Odo's like, as Tealia was going on her thing or whatever. He's
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and you're like, yeah, we've seen big spiders in Mirkwood, and they're like this big. And you just see him doing all these big hand gestures. That he's like hunched over. Apparently, he's only like 5 feet in here.
All right, Issel, what are you?
Celia's like, this is comfy.
What are you saying?
This is the best place we've been in so far.
I don't remember where we left off. We were talking about the sacrificing.
Sacrificing.
Awesome. Okay. I'm going to kind of just look around. Like, is everyone done talking?
Yeah, you notice as of right now, Dunbeorn is going over and just starting to talk to Lostariel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I have to keep going. So, hold on, give me a second. So this happens every year. She only eats once a year?
Well, I don't really know the ins and outs of it. That's for the people like my sister, the priestess, who serve, and obviously the queen, who is her spokesperson. They see to her care as well as the care of the others, and then, I mean, I assume that she probably eats more, though perhaps it is her kindred that she eats, or her children. It's hard to say, but she is beautiful.
Oh, I'm sure of it. I'm truly am. So she says that she's spoken. No, she saw you before, correct?
Yes, it's more than likely.
I don't mean to offend. You know that I consider you a very dear friend. But has she done anything positive for people? Does she offer like safety for you, or or anything? Because I know at least in other cultures. Oh dear, there's dice rolling. I'm scared.
No, you rolled a persuade. and
Yes,
you
I
beat him.
did.
So, well, I mean, she offers us protection. She offers us freedom from having to follow destiny that is not our own, just as her mother did not follow any destiny. But I mean, other than that, we do not have to concern ourselves with men or dwarves or anything. We can just seek the life that we would live. And of course, her children are useful allies. And we have not had any skirmishes with any humans for hundreds of years.
That's so interesting. I apologize for all my questions. I've
No,
never met anybody at that caliber before.
It's so nice to know that you, one of the reindeer, is taking an interest, and he goes out and he holds your clasps your hand, and says, "I know that she has spoken to you, that you will be welcomed, and that you will be able to perhaps join the Avari."
Let's just kill him and leave.
With that, as he clasps your hand, you notice Dunbeorn walking back and Lostariel standing by herself again.
You can see that Dunbeorn is physically just fuming.
We are making hardcore eye contact right here because I know Dunbeorn's going to give a facial expression that is, it's.
Oh yeah, you can totally see that
you.
You can totally see that he's fuming.
Oh yeah, no, Oh, is it still foggy outside?
Yes.
What can I tell? What time of day it is?
Well, you spent an hour and a half roughly wandering. It's probably late afternoon, very late afternoon, almost early evening.
Okay. Okay.
So wait, for the record, Lostariel didn't say anything to Odo, not to say anything or mention anything to Limbel, right?
She didn't say anything to anyone.
I think it's obvious. I think it's obvious that we don't want to,
Well,
no, actually,
it's pretty Bjorning to be upfront about things.
No. But actually, I think she did say something about Lumbel not knowing that it's bad.
To you,
not to me.
So, but I said that I was going back to talk with Odo, so I'm going to mention that.
Wait, what were you mentioning exactly? What do you say?
Mentioning that apparently Lumbel doesn't realize that this is a bad thing, even though it really is.
Well, it's obvious he needs to know the truth. Who wants to live a lie?
I think it's really embedded in them. I don't think that we can change his mind about it. If anything, it might get us killed.
So who else in the company is contemplating arson? Mass arson. Forest fire arson.
Yeah, I'm totally down with
Hey
tying
guys.
I'm totally down with
you.
Hey guys. I made an oath to help.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
So,
to be fair, we're probably gonna kill this guy anyway.
Now, what was it? Sorry, what exactly was
Let's
the
be
oath
honest
again?
though.
where is your wife to keep you in rain, Grayson?
She's in the chat. She's in the chat.
I get permanent shadow. Any shadow is permanent. Tealia's awesome cooking doesn't help me at all.
But
So,
what exactly is the oath?
Yeah.
What's the
That
fine
I will
print?
Help
Yeah, the
Limbel.
complete his quest.
Yeah, complete his quest.
Which is kill the trolls,
Yes.
and that's it.
Oh, that's fine.
So, anyways,
Yeah, that's killing
what do you
evil.
guys-
Sure, let's go kill the evil and then deuces.
Deuces.
Deuces. Like, I'm getting out of here. I don't even care.
I'm not going to make any promises, but Dunbeorn is probably going to be really standoffish with Lumbel from now on.
If some people don't make it, hey, the stuff happens when you fight trolls, huh?
All right. What are you guys currently doing?
What are we doing?
Recovering.
Okay.
We're gonna sleep.
What
That's
are
what
we doing?
I'm gonna try and start creating a plan to take care of the trolls.
I'm just going to hope that the trolls don't come after us before we can take care of them.
Yeah.
Not do anything about it, just worry.
Hey everybody, I was just thinking, I'm really getting kind of tired, but we should probably should have a rotation of watch throughout the night. We don't know what's all out here, so we're not
Great.
surprised by anything.
And maybe we should sing a song or two before anything, right?
Yeah,
Oda?
sure. Yeah, I have a song that might raise our spirits. I'll know at least me and maybe Dunbeorn.
But wouldn't that get the trolls to come and find us?
Oh, I mean, not singing any louder than what we're speaking now. But, yeah, we can sing a song. I have one. Must I actually sing it? I can sing it if I need to sing it. I must sing it. Okay, I'll sing it.
You twisted my arm.
Ah, shoot. It's one that's been done a few times before, but I haven't memorized, so it's okay. The wind blows from the mountain tall, evil orcs in the hall. Bjorn's roar rumbles and shakes the earth below before daybreak. O men of Anduin's vale, grab your axe for the Bjorning's wrath. O servants of shadow, your doom is near. The Bjornings have come, your death is here. Skull! And now I have to roll. Actually, everyone can roll.
Everyone can roll. Yep.
Please roll. Song. A 14 or better.
Whoa.
And I spent a point of hope because that's really embarrassing that I actually 13. Jeez.
Me and Isabella did fine.
Yes, we did. Music fills our soul with happiness,
Farmon
It's a
doesn't.
fact.
and I am still shaking.
Everyone who passes get 2d6 dice to use on any one roll for the rest of the session.
Not bad. Okay.
And how many successes do we have?
Wait, do I have to roll song?
Please do.
Yes.
Oh, okay. 1 second. Do I even have anything in song? I don't. This could be really bad.
It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Done that.
All right. So are you guys going to rest?
Yeah.
Yes, but we're gonna take shifts.
Yep. All right. Decide who's going when.
I go first.
Okay. Dunbeorn goes first. Go ahead and make your roll. TN 16.
What's the roll?
Awareness, right?
Awareness. Yep.
Okay, 16. 1 second.
Okay.
I see everything.
All right, who's the second person? You start the watch while it's still kind of light outside, and you notice very quickly that it starts to darken, and you're able to guess that probably about now the sun is starting to set. And unlike the city where you had stayed with the Avari, it gets dark, and the fog makes it almost an abyss as the as it slowly creeps in until finally you can't see anything if it was not for your Bjorning eyes.
I was going to say, because
you
I
can
have
just
the
barely
thing.
make out shapes moving, but you can't tell if it's creatures or if it's the mist just kind of swirling in the night. Who's up next?
Well, that's concerning.
Tealia will go next.
Okay.
I'll let Tealia know about the supposed shapes and shadows and stuff that's in the mist, just to be on the lookout for that.
Oh, great. Fantastic. Wonderful. Okay. Hey, this is the first success I've rolled all night.
Heck yeah.
I think it was like 7 failures in a row. I also the keen eye.
It is completely dark, and it's almost unsettling because never before have you been enshrouded in this much darkness. And just like Dunbeorn before you, you're able to see shapes shifting, but it's impossible to tell what they are. You hear what appears to be like, and then it disappears. And the rest of your watch goes without anything being noticed.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, this is fine.
This is fine. This is fine. Who is... Oh, wait. Actually, yeah. The TN is 16, not 14.
Okay.
Are you gonna spend hope for it? So you hear something. You would pass because of your keen eye. I'll lower it to 14 because of the keen eye. Who's up next?
Lostariel will go.
I'll assist Lostariel, but I'm not very good at seeing anything, so it's more for company.
Okay, so the 2 elves. Go ahead and roll Lostariel.
Nope.
I
mean, I'm sure Issel could try.
It's a TN of 16, right?
Yep.
We both got 1s on our feet die.
You guys as well just stare into darkness. As you kind of keep watch, it becomes a little bit unsettling because never before, Lostariel, have you been in the woods and yet felt...
Oh, well, never mind. I was about to say, doesn't Lostariel have the keen-eyed feet?
No.
Okay.
I'm
Never
elusive. Well, I am wary.
Yeah.
Can
Right,
I
yes.
invoke wary?
Sure, I'll allow it. So you stay up and alert, but never before have you felt so unwelcomed in a forest like you currently do in the darkness. Like those who, Tealia before you, who told you of what Dunbeorn had heard and what she had heard, you hear a groaning noise and what appears to...
Oh, I'm...
Can you give me the groaning noise?
Like a... as well as the movement of leaves high above you. The mist slowly starts to lessen a little, and then towards the end of the night, you notice it comes back in full force.
Interesting.
So we need one more person to watch.
Can I do some sort of check to see, like, what this fog thing is?
Yep. What kind of check would you like to do?
Would it be, like, lore?
Yeah, you can try lore.
What would the TN be?
The TN would be 16. High TNs tonight.
Oof. Never mind. Oofa doofa. Nothing from my book would give me
From your book, yes, it would, but that's not what you. Do you want to use your book?
I would like to use my book.
Okay. This is what I was looking for. From your book, you're able to read. It's very hard. Like you're like almost hunched over, trying to use what very, very little light there is, which is almost none. You're basically just using your keen eye, which I believe you have.
I do. I forgot about that when we did that awareness check.
You're using your keen eye to read it, and you know that from the bits and pieces he writes, it appears that this fog is an annual thing that happens, and that's all he mentions.
I'm gonna mention that to Lostariel. Apparently, this fog is it's annual. It happens yearly, probably for the festival of the light.
That sounds shady. Well,
To say the least.
I think keeping out of it as much as we can is a good thing.
Okay. The last watch.
Who wants to do that?
Isn't that the last person to go? Isn't that Odo?
Odo? You want to do
everyone else went, right?
Farmon did not.
Farmon can do it.
Hey, I mean, it depends whether someone wakes Odo up or not.
Yeah, it should really be the previous Watcher's choice, right?
Yeah. So who do they wake up?
I kick Odo.
Alright, must be my time.
It's
Alright, he gets up and starts his watch.
I look at Farmon like he
Farmon
really
was talking a lot about how much he needed to rest. So
Yes.
I just thought that he should get up all night sleep.
Meanwhile, Farmon's over there just.
Right.
Alright, I need to roll awareness.
Yeah.
That's
Farmon's
a
having-
20. That's actually a 27. Because it's
Alright.
nighttime.
Oh.
And that's why I picked Odo.
Sorry,
Wow.
30. Actually, that's a 37. Sorry.
As the light starts to lessen, you notice the twisting shape of the fog, and just like those who were before you, you see it swirl in different patterns as though there's some kind of current moving it, though in the day it seemed completely steady and thick, no air current. As you look and watch, you actually see in the movement what appear to be feet, and then catching, you pause and you notice a face just inches from you that quickly disappears back into the mist. Above you, you hear
Crap, it's friggin' spiders.
More spiders.
the sun slowly starts to come up and the mist starts to settle again. You can look up if you want.
Yeah, he looks up. He's gonna look to see the noise, or
So you would actually have to come out a little bit because the tree like overhangs the divot, right? It's like almost a cave. You see what appears to be 4 giant spiders just sitting on the tree. Their legs kind of curled up, and they just kind of look at you and don't move.
Staring contest.
so Odo kind of looks back at them as they're looking at him, and kind of like slowly kind of withdraws back into the cave. And how far back is everybody?
I mean, this is pretty decent. By now, you guys have pretty much figured out that this is most likely where the patrol stays when they go. So, like, they've kind of dug it out rather nice. I would say it probably goes back maybe 6-7 feet.
Oh, okay.
Issel probably, because Issel only how many hours of sleep do elves need?
Not as many.
Yeah, after her watch, she probably would have stayed awake and been trying to read more from the book.
If he can make eye contact with Issel, he looks back and just be like, kind of try to motion back to like get everyone else up, kind of like. And you can see that he's holding his shield and axe in his hand, just kind of like protecting the entrance.
Issel always like stays close to where Lostariel sleeps because like she doesn't want anything to happen, so she's gonna gently like nudge Lostariel. Lostariel. Lostariel.
Oh, I was muted. All right. Yes? Yes? What?
There's spiders up there.
Up where?
Above us.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to refresh my Skype.
Excellent.
What's the Skype that you talk about?
And I'm gonna quietly walk on over to Farmon and be like, Farmon.
Farmon is immediately awake and clutching his bow.
Good thing you have that. We have spiders above us.
What are they doing? He sits up and strings his bow.
Sitting there. And Issel's gonna walk on over to Tealia. Tealia, dear? Tealia.
Yes?
Just letting you know we have some visitors. Some spiders.
Spiders!
Shh.
As you say that, Lumbel kind of like wakes up and he says, "Could it be?" And like he like hurries up out of the hole into the mess.
And I'm gonna walk over to Dunbeorn. Dunbeorn.
What?
There's no need to worry. Nothing crazy. There's just some spiders above us. Okay, grab.
No, that's what happens. He's like, his eyes are still closed. Then,
As you say that, you all notice what appears to be a giant shadow slink over the opening and land onto the ground.
I'm standing up and I got my axe ready and I'm just like,
I am
bring
going
it
to
on.
try and, like, angle my way, like kind of in front, so I'm one of the first people, just because I've talked to the goddess, and hopefully that'll give me some sway.
As you enter into the entrance, you notice a shaking hand of Lumbel reach out and rest on the head of the spider. Its face. Yes, you are the one we heard of. We are at the service of you and your kindred. And like he just like handshaking. I am so honored. And the spider like walks forward and lifting up takes its two pinchers and just clasps it on Lumbel's arm. And Issel, you can see as blood slowly trickles down. And you see his face turn completely white and he says, "You honor me."
What?
Wait, what just happened? What just happened?
What did I miss?
What
I was gone
You
for 2
missed-
minutes.
You missed so much.
What? Dave, what just happened?
Freaking
So-
cultists.
What you watched was this spider come down off the log. Lumbel reached his hand over, it spoke to him, and then took its large pinchers on its arm and kind of like dragged down like that, and you watched as blood started. And then he said, "You honor me."
Yeah, Odo found some spiders just hanging outside of the camp, just hanging out there, 4 of them, big ones, and
Okay.
then
No, Issel's totally gonna just angle her body so that everybody else is behind her, because hopefully, just everyone stay behind me. Okay,
What? Why would you do that?
because hopefully my rapport with the goddess will help.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay.
Well, is at the
Yeah.
entrance.
I don't know the Bjornings.
Dunbeorn is also like trying to get past us. Like, let me at him.
Yeah, Farmon's just sort of sitting there like, so we're gonna We're gonna fight spiders, or are we? Cool
Oh wait,
spiders?
it's after night. I changed my endurance.
Yeah, it's daytime now.
Need my endurance for a good night's sleep.
Lumbel,
3, 4.
I apologize. Who's our guest?
I'm sorry. Who were you saying that to? Lubel?
I was asking just either one who was going to answer first.
Spider or the.
The spider lets go and like scurries around, and its head cocks, and you notice eerily what appears to be like slick hair on its face, and it has somewhat of a human face with a mouth capable of speaking, and it says,
Whoa.
"Sister." And another shadow from the side creeps down and turns to face you. Its front legs kind of starting slowly to reach in towards you.
Wait, back the fuck up. Did you just say that it had a human-like face and like some hair on it or something
Yeah.
like that?
Yep.
Here, I'll show you what it looks like with those things.
Okay. I'm not happy.
Some of them can have more human-like features, but it's not like a human head. It just has like hair and a mouth that is capable of speaking on top of its pincers. So its legs kind of come in, and its head slowly lowers to you, and you are to be honored as well.
Oh, they want to eat us.
I apologize. I'm not quite certain of the customs of this land. I'm not from here. Like looking at Lumbel, like what is going on?
Lumbel, the spider, are now away from him. He turns and he says, "Issel, they are giving you the privilege of being able to be one of their riders. It is the highest honor."
Do it! Ride the spider! Is that Farmon sleeping?
No.
What is
Sorry,
that?
Farmer's over here just lighting up his trusty flamethrower.
So
Bella's unhinged.
It slowly, like...
Truly
it
the child of
creeps
Melania
in,
Trump.
And its pincers extending, waiting for you to offer its arm so it can make the mark of one who is honored to be a rider.
Does Lumbel look okay? Like poisoned?
Yeah, he has an elated glow about him, as though he has just been bestowed the greatest honor ever.
I'm gonna put my hand on, like, to sort of like stop Issel from like getting any closer to that thing. Just kind of like, yeah.
I
Just like on her
gently
shoulder.
tap your hand like, we're gonna have to go along with this because I don't have any other option.
Can I get my bracelet, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, your bracelet is, I assume, always on you.
It is.
Can I run over to Issel, and if she like puts the arm out, just throw the bracelet on her?
The bracelet is quite valuable to you, so again,
Yeah, I don't want it.
giving it up is not always that easy.
You can't give me all your treasures, dearest. Okay.
I'm keeping track of the interest.
Are we starting our mission now? Are we all ready? I don't want to be mocked prematurely.
Your arm. And like it's like you can see now as like a quarter of its leg kind of reaches in, and its head reaches its pincers on your arm, and you feel it bite into you softly, blood trickling down your arm.
I'm gonna
It
I'm-
goes and slowly backs up.
I'm
Farmon
gonna
involuntarily knocks an arrow.
I'm
yeah,
going to
Lostariel's already there.
I'm going to like step forward and shout at that thing. Get back, you devil!
No, guys, it's you don't understand.
She's got the look. Kill them both. No.
She's infected!
Well, I'd like to introduce you guys to my new character.
I think we're all going to have to get new characters.
No, guys, don't worry. I was chosen for my oath
No worries.
to
Giselle?
help Belle. Yes, dear.
Roll corruption.
I know. This is horrible.
Oh god.
This is
no.
dark. Crap.
This is so bad.
What
If-
target number?
14.
If you have to use a fellowship point. Oh, never
I'm
mind. You're
good.
fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Right.
No, it means you just take less. I'm sure.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
You're fine. Oh.
Yep. The spider backs up and kind of like almost timidly like lowers its bodies, its legs kind of spreading out, waiting for you to come out. It is you watch as Loombell walks over to the spider that bit him and almost caressingly runs his hand up its legs and down its body and slowly crawls on top of it.
Whoever shipped me with Blue Bell, go away! Oh my god!
Wait, did they not react to Dunbeorn shouting, "Get back, you devil"?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's it kind of like looks at you and like, you do not need to be one of the chosen.
Do we need to leave this spider and Loombell alone for a while? We just give him some space.
So that happens.
We are not going down that path.
As you kind of yell that, Dunbeorn, for the first time, you notice in the mist what appear to be shapes forming, and then they dissipate. Nothing more than like maybe a quarter of a body before it dissipates. You can see faintly what appears to be faces and things like that. The spider that just was laying down for Issel, like, gets up and it starts looking around as though something has caused it to become tense all of a sudden. The back of its spinner thingy, I don't know what they're called, I hate spiders, kind of like pops up and you notice a large stinger like ready. The other two spiders that you had heard about, there being 4 spiders, come down as well, and kind of take almost a defensive stance for those of you that are inside.
Trolls.
And I look at my spider and I'm like, what was that?
Spider, she's already indoctrinated.
She's a little bit far away, so you would actually have to.
The spider's a she.
I walk on over to the spider that bit me and
You crawl out, and the spider, well, not necessarily seeming super connected to you, does respond and says, "The evil our mistress spoke of is here. We feel it."
Ask it what evil, because I'm like, what?
Is it the trolls?
Its pincers kind of like clicking together. I know I keep making a licking sound, but that's pincers. Thank you. It kind of looks around and says, "Something else."
Issel, what are you doing? Get back here.
Something else. It's something else. It's something else. It's something else. It's something else. There's something more out there. There's something more out there.
As
Issel,
she
get
says
back!
that, the 2 spiders that haven't bitten anyone, one of them kind of like rushes over to where you assume there must be a tree. Again, you only see kind of shapes, and then it disappears, and you hear like a or sorry, as though it's climbing something, most likely the tree.
The spider just left?
One of them. There's now
But
3
not-
spiders there.
Okay.
Lumbel? Lumbel.
What is it, Issel?
Okay. There's something more than just trolls out there.
Yes, I can sense it. It's as though the mist is not what it's supposed to be.
The mist is not what it's supposed to be. This isn't the mist that happens annually?
No, there's my spider. She tells me that there's something out there, something that it's not normal. Something watching.
Can I do like a lore?
Yep.
Shadow lore roll? Okay.
Yep, you can do a lore.
What, 10?
14.
10.
Okay. Does anyone else? I mean, you guys are able to heal all of this. Does anyone want to do anything else?
I'm gonna look to the group and be like, the fog isn't. It's not supposed to be here. It's not the same fog that they're used to.
Tealia just goes to the back of the cave and tries to make herself really small.
I'm just still standing in the entrance, crunched down because it's only like 5 feet tall, and just like, there's a lot of things weird going on right now. I think it's better if you're all in here.
Dunbeorn, looks like he's really getting close to like turning into a bear.
Okay. It's fine. I'm gonna go up to Lumbel and be like, well, should we start taking care of what needs to be done?
Yes, I think that is best. We are better equipped now that we have been sent such formidable allies. There is still one more if one of your companions wishes to make a pact. It is quite an honor.
And I will ask, but I don't think that my companions would wish to offend your goddess and be you in our culture. Riding animals as such is it's an animal thing, and we don't want to offend. I'm sure. I'm gonna go ask them now.
Okay. You head back to the group. Your spider kind of like moving hesitantly, still not 100% sure of you or everything that's going on. Like, you get this very much hesitancy of why they're there on their faces, like as though they're not really sure. You enter and you notice Tealia in the far back. I don't know what Farmon's doing at this point.
Trying really hard not to put an arrow through one of these weird spider faces.
I think we're all trying our best to like not just start attacking.
So I appreciate everybody. I do want you to know that since I did make this oath with Lumbel, I do understand if you guys don't wish to help. But if you do, I appreciate that as well. One of these spiders is also offering themselves as a mount if anybody would like to join in. I did explain that in our culture, I wouldn't want to offend in our mindset of what a mount is, but yeah.
I'd sooner be mauled and destroyed by goblins before I ever do anything like that.
Thought so. I thought everybody would say no, but I wanted to give you all an option.
Hard pass.
Never make decisions for the group, except what I've already made. I'm just trying to fix things. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go back.
I'll help you, Zal.
Thank you.
Okay, so I guess Lostariel and Issel, you exit.
Izelle's her fellowship focus. She doesn't feel comfortable letting her leave her site for this kind of dangerous mission when she can't really hit anything.
As you come out, the third spider tentatively starts walking towards you. Lostariel,
she has had her bow out and an arrow, and she kind of relaxes it and puts the arrow back in her quiver.
I don't mean any offense. We were all worried about the suspicious things that were happening from the evil.
No offense, but you guys are clearly evil.
No, I meant like the evil, like the extra fog, the bad stuff. Yeah, that's the stuff, not like them. I meant.
Okay.
The reason why they all went on defense.
yes, it is. It is strange. We have not seen something like this before. But we will continue.
The spider
on.
is saying this?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But we will do what we are asked to.
So what's that spider is coming up to me trying to do?
It comes up to you and like it's like slowly reaching its head out towards your arm, the same way that the previous one did with Issel. All right. It clamps onto your arm, its pincers deep into your flesh, and you slowly start to bleed. Make a corruption test.
Neat is really something.
Am I not?
Which one is that?
Wisdom.
I do have those 2 extra die from the
Yes.
song too. So.
I should have used that for the lore.
I'm probably
Regret.
okay.
You are okay. Yes. So it backs off, and this one says, "I will serve you."
Sorry, I'm having a hard time taking that voice seriously.
So did the spider bite into Lostariel too?
Yeah.
Okay,
but
well,
I
okay.
survived. Yes, you will.
Are you trying to intimidate the spider?
No, I'm just playing my part. Spider lady, I don't know. I really just want to ride a spider.
Lumbel kind of looks over now at the 2 Rendari, or Rendir, and says, "You will both be strong, powerful Avari. It is an honor."
There's like a little bit of like, oh my god, in my eyes. But I'm like,
What did we just sign up for?
nothing we can't get out of. I'm sure.
Let's hope.
Okay.
All right,
And-
let's go.
As the spider pulls away, the mist swirls again, and I believe that's where we will end it for
Oh
tonight.
my god, I want to keep going.
Oh my fucking god.
Wait. Are they going without the rest of the party, or
You said you didn't want to go. So yeah.
I don't want to ride no spider.
I want to ride.
We don't have to. We don't have to ride the spiders. We could just be.
So,
You are so vehement about not going, Skyler. Just
But we're
now.
not. We're not gonna leave you guys alone on
So
this.
the way
question of whether or not we would go was never brought up. The question
Yeah.
was, are we attacking the spiders?
yeah.
We're
Whether or
letting the
not we were
spiders bite
going,
our
or
arms.
if we were going, was never considered.
All right, so we will
What was Issel asking?
If we could be bitten by the spiders.
If we could be
Yeah.
bitten by a spider, that's a
I
very
thought
good
like-
question.
Saying, who's
I
gonna go? I have
also-
to take care of this evil. Who's
All right,
gonna go with me?
so we'll
Yeah,
stop
I
the
also
stream.
thought that up.
We'll stop the stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Told you not to miss tonight's episode, but if
Oh
you're
my
watching it on-
god.
stay tuned for next week. We will work out all the kinks and giggles, and we'll see you guys next week.
We
Whoever